Where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now? You know, you in an interview right now. Where do you see your career going from now to then?
5 to 10 years now, how I
Yeah.
see it, I basically see it like, you know, probably have a little family, but then at the same time be a big time rapper. Like I probably see myself probably just now being a superstar and really, you know, being at the top just from who I am and how I know myself. And then, you know, start opening businesses and, you know, having I probably even buy a couple few studio sessions just for kids. Just so, cause you know some kids don't really have money like that, but it be some kids that could really rap like that, but they
Oh
don't have the
yeah.
money like that for real.
People don't realize the kids is the future of music, and people have to take advantage of kids like they have it, and you got to watch them from the jump. But like speaking of kid, like you ain't leave high school yet, right? You ain't graduate,
No, I graduate this December.
right? So you still in high school, and what do you say to the kids that's working with you? Like, you know, it's a hard process. You still live with your parents. It's limited stuff that you can, you know, do to push your career. How do you overcome that? How do you work through that?
I mean, living like a basic life, you know, basically just don't try to do nothing stupid or, you know, try to argue with them. Just, you know, listen what they gotta say. And then after that, go about your day, do what you gotta do. Get your little bread or whatever your hobby is or whatever you like to do, go do that. You know, play the game, stream, you know, like I rap, I just go rap. Like in the meantime while I'm not doing nothing. So basically 9 times out of 10, it's just a regular life, just me keeping myself busy instead of, you know, just trying to get myself in trouble and being in the streets and stuff.
So you ever get nervous when it comes to rapping for anybody?
Mm-mm.
Are you still? See, I'm nervous right now. This is my first interview. I'm always nervous, but that nervousness is what pushed me to keep going. So like, with you still being in school, like, so the nerves don't get to you at all? Like the pressure, like, you know, all your friends watching, maybe laughing, maybe, you know, feel a certain type of way about the music that you put out?
No, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to have stage fright, but then I started freestyling one by one, and then I started doing bigger groups, and then my families will come visit, like different families, and they'll come visit us, or we'll go visit them, and I just be like, hey, put a beat on, and I'll start rapping, and then when they really hear me rapping, they'll really think I'm really different from my age group, just cause it's me.
I feel you, because I still went through that throughout high school, like that pressure dealing with, do I want to put that out there? Because my friends may laugh at it, they may not like it, and then now I got to go to school and see them in person. It's like it's different from the hate that you get on the internet. Because when you go to school, you actually got to see and deal with those people that hate and disagree.
I mean, cause I made my first song. This was before I knew how to flow and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was good at rhyming, but I wasn't good at flowing. So then when I made my first song, I think it was like 7th grade. Everybody clowning me or whatever. I'm like, yeah, y'all could do all that, but just wait until later. Later on, when I started really making better music, they started hating, trying to fight, trying to beef with me. I'm like, and then they trying to ask me for features and all that. I'm like, y'all used to doubt me. Now y'all trying to come up with me? No.
Oh yeah, you don't believe in that. If you ain't want me before, you don't get me now.
Cause just like how we was, just like we were saying with the haters, how they really make our music heard when they was doing all that. That was my first song. It got to 324 views.
So what can we expect your next album to look like?
Well, my next and first album.
First, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what y'all can expect that? It'll be like you really living in the movie. Like you really gonna feel all different point of views and different sides. I'm gonna have a little pain, have a little rap, flexing, drugs, money, and probably a little bit of TikTok songs, just for get a little viral song.
I feel you. So you expanded your content a little. Any music videos coming with the album?
I say about 2.
2? Okay. And what can we expect, if you can spoil anything or have a vision for it?
If I could spoil anything, have a vision for it?
Yeah.
I say the album name is Sorry for the Wait. I'm gonna start it off like that.
Sorry for the wait. I like that. How long we been waiting? What, 18 years?
Uh, I actually teased them with an album like a month or two. So, well, not actually teased them, but I let them know that an album is coming soon, but it ain't come out yet.
So what makes your work ethic different than the other artists that are in the same position as you currently?
Really, I'm gonna try to every song. I'm gonna try to be different, cause you never know what stuff might take off from you. So I'm gonna really just try to be different with my rap style and my rap scheme, and just make sure it's like a first person point of view, so that way you can actually feel like, damn, I'm actually rapping this.
I feel you. I feel you. Like I love that when you feel the music rather than just hear it. You know, I want to be able to understand it and like feel whatever pain you put into that music.
Yeah,
So like when you looking for collabing with people, and you did say that you had some people you're featuring on the album, correct?
yeah.
So like when you're doing collabs, how hard is it to find someone to collab with, or like find the right person? People want to pay, get paid and stuff, and you might be starting from a low budget point.
I mean, what you would really want to do is like make sure you don't them type of people, like hire people like, rappers that's already made in type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to make it to like, well, your music really fired. That way you ain't gotta really for them to give you a price. Cause Lil Durk said in his video, well, in his interview, he said if I think you raw, I'ma just go ahead and do the feature. But if I don't think your stuff raw, I'm gonna tell you hit my manager up and he gonna tell you 300,000 or something like that, some 100,000 about that. Yeah.
So you plan on getting a manager or a team, a label, or you plan on staying solo?
I already got a manager, but I plan on coming with a team.
Okay. So how different is life gonna be after you drop this album? What's gonna change musically for your next one?
I think what's finna change for my next one is a higher buzz. I feel like I feel like it's finna be around that time that I'm really about to make it.
Right. And I just want to give you some advice. Like, just make sure you keep pushing forward, stay consistent, but still prepare your craft to be as perfect as possible.
Yeah.
Where you like it. Because you don't want to be just, 15 minutes of fame, one hit wonder, 2 songs on the album they like, and they ain't really mess with you no more. You say you want to be a superstar, so you want them to like everything you drop. You want them to just want to be in your life and want to be like you. So what do you tell kids that want to be just like you?
I tell kids, like, first stay in school, graduate. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if it's a kid in school and he want to do a feature with me and I'm big, the first thing I'm gonna ask him about school before a feature even start with it.
All right.
Cause maybe your music don't got to be that good, but if you doing good in school and you about to graduate, yeah, I do that for free. That's your little, and probably pay their college tuition. But I tell them like, stay in school, graduate, and really don't try to waste no time and settle for less. Like what you want to do, you could really do, and don't really like entertain with haters. Just make them hate more. Like I said, just make them really hate more and make them feel you on that type of level. That way you can have people trying to have you put them on and trying to do what you do just because you good at doing what you doing. Don't be trying to be like me. I mean, you could try to be like me, but then you're gonna be in my shoes too, because you're gonna be telling the same point of view.
I like that. Don't be trying to be like me. Yeah, you shouldn't try to be like nobody. You got to be yourself first of all. You can be inspired and you can, do things similar to how other people do it, but you got to make sure you're original and, you creative. You try to push out stuff that nobody did before. So you be the first one to do it, everybody going to recognize it.
Yeah.
And it might not come easy because they just got to learn about it. But, for example, like you watch AMP or anything, these YouTubers now.
Yeah, AMP, Aiden, I Show Speed.
Right, so you look at people like the AMP where Casanat was talking about Riz, and now we got the world talking about it. So
yeah, no, that was Duke Dennis.
Duke
yeah.
created? I thought he was just the god of Riz. I could have sworn it was Kai.
Nah, it was Duke.
Duke got it. Well, my bad. But look, an example like that, you see like young black people, they creating words, and now you got the world talking about Riz. So like, what can you create that the whole world gonna be talking about?
I mean, I'm gonna try to create like a little hook that nobody really used or really. They probably put a little into it, put a little in it, like, but it wouldn't be like real similar. Like you could be like, oh, he trying to be like him, or he trying to be like him. Nah, this is just me in my lane. Like you ain't gonna be able to relate me to nobody for real.
So since you're part of a younger generation of artists that's coming out now, like what do you think is gonna look like when you and like people that's starting with you start to blow up? When y'all make it to the top, what do y'all think that's gonna start to look like?
I think it's gonna start looking better, like a better, bigger picture. Cause then I could really start putting my family on, and then after my family, I could start doing, creating a team, and and having everybody that was with me at the bottom from the start and bring them along with me, or try to help them out, like try to feed them type stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Trying to help out people that looked out for me from the start, like you, perfect example. Once my career start popping up, I'm always gonna look out for you, bro. So
For sure.
hey, we're gonna take a break right there. We're gonna get back to y'all in a minute.